Clips, our Huntex 2025 expedition in Johannesburg, and we were there with our Warrior Assault Systems, all our gear, which is manufactured in the UK with hardware, fabrics, etc., from the United States. Come on. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that we had at the expo at our stand was, why are we so expensive? So what I've got on me now is I've got a JPC replica, Car Precision JPC replica. I've got one of these myself, and this is an identical replica in many ways. This Cryo JPC was a product purchased at a very similar store to Huntex with a similar price tag. So if we're talking in South African rands, we're looking at about 1,500 to 2,500 rand for the Cryo JPC replica. Okay, we get a lot of guys come along to us and say, you know, why should I buy what you guys have to offer when I can buy the exact same thing next door for 1/4 or 1/3 of the price? So I'm going to show you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to torture test this, and we're not even going to do a proper torture test. We're going to do a little mini torture test in my backyard. This is brand new. It's never been up one day in my home, and we're going to see what it can do. Okay, so it looks pretty presentable. Everything looks good. I've got some nice fancy morale patches on. I've got a personal lanyard here from Warrior Assault Systems with a Tango carabiner and a quick release snap shackle. So we're going to take one of our Recons out, and we're going to do a tow test and torture test. But let's just see what this guy can do in my backyard. Okay, it looks pretty good. Got some quick draw mags, etc. So we've got a personal admin pouch or admin panel at the top. Let's see what it can do. Okay, so this is the JPC replica admin panel. Okay, it looks pretty good. The velcro looks pretty good. Oop. Stitching's not so great. Okay, this is, oh, there comes off the whole quick release mag pouch, which is not supposed to be quick release. It's just an actual dedicated mag pouch. So this has never been taken out my home a single day, and look what we've got going on. Apparently everybody says the velcro is great, the stitching's great, the product's great, and this is what we've got from the very start. Let's look at a molly panel for you. In fact, I don't even have any molly panels left. Let's use one of these. Okay, Tango carabiner, elasticated molly panel. Okay, broken. Where have we got some molly left? Let's go into a shoulder strap. Broken. Let's go into another shoulder strap. You guys can see where this torture test is going. It's not even a torture test. And this is people who come and say to us it's the same thing. It's reverse engineered. The fabrics are the same, the stitching's the same. This is where we're going. Let's go with some of the velcro. Go over the tail. Okay, let's try and get behind a molly row. So let's check out the molly stitching. Broken. If we look at the shoulder straps, just in the drive down, they've already peeled and faded. This actually went all over my other gear, and I've had to brush it off. I don't even know what it is, but apparently this is state-of-the-art imported fabrics that are equivalent to high-end gear. If we look at where the plate panels sit, wow, it's the same. This is exactly the same as what we sell. It's just 1/3 of the price. Let's look at where the plates sit. Oop, my plate slipped out because my fabric's broke. So this has never been used a single day. It's brand new. I paid 1,800 rand for this. Bit of a waste. Hopefully we get some sales of our own gear to try and make up for this. There you go. Apparently plate carriers off Temu are the equivalent of what we sell, with American fabrics and UK manufactured proper mil-spec gear. And if you go on the website of this bad boy, although there are many websites with different branded names, everyone kind of imports one and gives it their own brand. Everything says mil-spec. Now let's go and test one of our Recons. The Recon we're going to test is 6.5 years, 6.5 years, going on 7. It's one of my own personal, one of my most heavily used. So what I'll do is I'll introduce you to the current state of the 6.5 year Recon, and then let's go and torture test that in a little bit more of a destructive way and see how it holds up. Okay, let's go. For the age of this carrier, you can see what's left. I mean, it's getting a little bit tatty, but look at what's left after many years of heavy use and magazines being stored. Look what's left in the hook and loops on the shoulders, the velcro. It's unbelievable what this product's made. And remember, everything's made in the United States. And also there's a lot of hidden features inside of the fabrics and so on. The stitching, it's mill grade stitching. I know that sounds silly, but there is, treated against mildew and so on. There's an NIR treatment that goes into the fabrics, so it reduces glare against night vision or counter night vision and so on. So let's, what we're going to do is we're going to start testing the quality of the Recon. But bear in mind, this is already six plus years old, and the JPC replica we did today was not even a single day's use, and you could see how it just fell to pieces with a little bit of strain put onto the carrier. So let's go for it. This is one of my favorite plate carriers of all time. I'll always go back to this Recon. This one uses the traditional side clips, the side buckles. Each side has a braking strain of 300 kilograms. Again, United States manufactured hardware. It's worlds apart from what you find on the generic market. Okay, close it. Okay, so we've got the Warrior Assault Tango carabiner with the quick release snap shackle. We're going to connect the winch and the Tango carabiner, and we're going to get winch slowly but surely.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, stop. Okay, now let's go to a molly loop. Going on to the buckle, I don't know what's going to happen. I might roll, I might get dirty, my mag might pull out. Let's try it. Not too shabby. Okay, stop, you clown.
Hello.
Okay, come up. Okay, so I'm a little bit covered in mud, but nothing that the Recon can't handle. Let's try a molly loop. Let's see what happens on a molly loop. Okay, now we're being a little bit cheeky. We're actually going through a molly loop, but with a hook and loop and plastic buckles attached. So this may rip off. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's give it a bash. I'm going to go backwards as well. Over to you. Pretty good. Done. See what's happening in the back. We're all good. No broken, nothing. No molly ripped. Okay, cool.
No, we
And then what we'll do, one last thing, my hands, I actually got pretty bad tendonitis from trying to show people at Huntex the whole entire 4-day exhibition how the molly stitching does not rip, but let's try it anyway. Let's try something. We literally can't do it if we tried. Good job. Pretty impressive. Everything looks like it held up. So, with our torture test done, we've got, aside from a bit of dirt, which we can clean off, I'm going to go and wash this and wear it for the next probably 10 to 15 years as one of my go-to plate carriers. Everything held up just perfect. Good job to Warrior Assault Systems for making such top-class products that we are so proud to represent.